Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5.
I tried to juke him.
Pick up a 3.
Like, it wouldn't do it.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because
he's got
that was in bounds. That was in bounds.
Dan Arnold there to make the grab. And
no, that was in bounds. Chat, that has to be in bounds. No way.
One of the keys to their long winning streak
that was inbounds.
Scoring first, an ideal drive right there, getting the first.
Yes, let's fucking go.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13.
No, why didn't I catch it?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest. But many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Gets around him. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete.
Oh my God,
on the Carolina side of the field. A big play, Breeze finding Thomas, 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to pound it in, Kamara.
I'm trying to go forward, but everyone's in the fucking way.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Ginn. Skirts by him at the 35.
Dang it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Burns, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Brees, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Brees now. That's caught. It's Thomas.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 29 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete.
That guy literally grabbed the ball.
On to that one. It's second down.
That guy was trying to take
the beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This is caught by Ginn. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They'll run it with Kamara.
He was an inch. He was an inch away.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And Lutz puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That pick 6 extended.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
This lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now it's Ginn. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Newton now throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Get it.
Now
Nice.
loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brees. That's going
He got in the way. He was literally in the way. If you guys didn't see that.
Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On play action, now Brees. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to...
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown.
You guys are just looking. You guys aren't just looking hard.
Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Wait, hold on 1 second, chat. Alright.
Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Newton.
Give me that.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
That's what I'm talking about.
Of the third quarter and
We're going to the fucking Super Bowl. We're going all the way.
And not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
You up a little.
A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
Hello?
Damn.
Ma'am?
Put your shoes on and come out here towards the breezeway.
Okay.
And hurry up, because it's in the right.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. chat. My mom got me McDonald's. I'm about to eat real quick. I need something to laugh at. I'm gonna watch some